Hey everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name is Jake and today we are going to be looking at the subreddit r/maliciouscompliance, where people conform to the letter but not the spirit of a request. If you're new around here, please do hit subscribe down below so that you never miss out on another video. But for now, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some malicious compliance. 2 malicious compliance in one story. Sorry, you aren't the account holder. Background. I got divorced a few years ago, and not long after, my ex moved to a different country. We still had a joint account. I know it should have been cancelled, but it was overlooked. And the only transaction still happening on it was for a home alarm. We were 3 years in on a 5-year contract, and the fee was approximately $75 a month. The joint account also had a $1,000 overdraft. I started preparing to sell my home and called the alarm company to see about cancelling my account. If you have tried to cancel an alarm contract, you know how impossible they make it and how much of a douchebag they can be. Anyway, me is me, AC Alarm Company. Hey, I am selling my home and would like to cancel my alarm. Can you give me the username and password? I give them my username and password. I'm sorry, but that is not correct. I have the contract in front of me, and that is what it says on the contract. Sorry, but that is not correct. It must have been changed. Okay, let's change it. Sorry, sir, you are not the account holder. You need the account holder to change the password and to authorize any changes to the account. I look closer at the contract. The ex signed it. It looks like my ex signed the contract, but we are divorced and she has moved out of the country. I'm sorry, sir, but without her authorization, we cannot make any changes to the account. Things are not amicable between us, and she will not call you to make any changes. I'm sorry, sir, but we cannot help you. I would really like to get this taken care of. Sorry, we can't help without the account holder's authorization. I can't get that. Then there is nothing we can do. You need to send someone to collect your alarm and various sensors then, as I will no longer be paying the bill. Sir, that's not the way this works. You are contractually obligated for the full term of the contract, and then the equipment is yours to keep. I will no longer be paying the bill. Oh, in that case, we will send this to collections and ruin your credit score. I am pretty sure you said I am not the account holder, and according to the contract I have in front of me, the contract is between you and my ex, so I am done paying her bill. Sir, you can't do that. That is not ethical. You have told me that according to your rules, you can't work with me, so I am just going to follow your rules. The next day, I head into my bank and try to cancel the direct debit transaction. I am informed that I can't cancel it. Only the originator of the direct debit can cancel it. And with the originator being the alarm company, that is not likely. I live in Canada and those are the rules, at least according to my bank. They tell me I can manually cancel a transaction, but that I have to come into the branch to do it, and I have to do it every month. For 3 months, I do this, but it is a real pain as I work 45 minutes out of town and my workday happens to be the same as bank hours, so a special trip is needed and time off work to do this. After 3 months, I went back to the bank and asked if there was any other way to sort this out. I explained the situation with the alarm company and how they won't work with me as I am not the account holder, and how I can't get the account holder to participate. They empathize, but sorry, we can't help. Me, BK, bank. I would like to close the account then. Sorry, it requires both signatures to close the account due to the way it was set up. I can't get the other signature. We won't be able to close the account then. I have been transferring money each month to cover this alarm fee, and I won't be doing that anymore, so we need to close this account so it does not incur overdraft fees and charges. We can't close the account or stop the direct debit. Can't I take myself off the account? Yes, you can remove yourself from the account. Okay, let's do that. The bank then removes me from the account. Do I have any liability on this account anymore? No, you are no longer an account holder. You do realize that by me no longer transferring money into this account, the alarm fee will keep coming out each month and run the overdraft up? That's okay, we will deal with it. 10 months later, I get a call from the bank. My number was still listed as the contact number. Sir, you have an overdrawn account to the tune of $1,300 and change due to the fees, overdraft charges and interest. I ask who the account holder is. They name my ex. I say, then this isn't my problem. The response is, you were an account holder on this account. I describe the entire problem and they respond with, you need to pay this. I am sorry, I say. I tried everything to reconcile this with my branch and they did not want to work with me, and as I am not the account holder, it is no longer my problem. The bank then responded, well, who is going to pay for this overdraft balance? I responded with, you will need to talk to the account holder. The bank responds with, sir, that's not very ethical. You told me that your ex is no longer in the country. My response before I hung up was, I tried to work this out with you, but your rules would not allow it, so I am simply following your rules. Wow, yeah, he's the unethical one. I'm sure they're probably more unethical, forcing someone to pay a debt that isn't theirs because they're more convenient to reach than the person who owes the money. You want to time every ticket I do with a person shadowing me? Okay. As a tech of going on 30 years, I've seen some stupid management directives. This one is one of my favorites. Back in 2007, I worked for a large bank that is based in Atlanta, and I worked in Richmond in a 28-story office tower. My primary job was desktop support and fixing phones. At that time, I was very athletic. I moved fast all the time and hated to use the elevator. If I had to go less than 6 floors, I took the stairs. My boss didn't care, for as a team, we were the most efficient team in the company as far as number of tickets worked each week per tech. We worked smart, not hard. So, upper management in Atlanta decides one day to do a deep assessment of how all the techs in the bank did our job. My team gets a visit from Atlanta one day in the form of a heavyset guy who says he will be shadowing us to see how we did our job. He was a bit of a condescending jerk too in his attitude. He even had a stopwatch to time us. Now, we all knew right away what was happening. Management wanted to outsource us, so they needed to know what we did, how long it took, and what we used so they could put a cost on it before soliciting for bids. Let's just say my team was not thrilled about it. Now, I decided to be a smart guy about this, and my team knew what I had planned for this event. I was told this overweight, condescending jerk was to shadow us and time us. Okay, he is going to have to keep up. Time for malicious compliance. I only used the stairs. Our lab was on the 20th floor. A typical morning for me would be like this. I'd run a desktop monitor ticket to the 6th floor, then go back to the 20th to get my phone bag to go to the lower level 1 to the IPX to hook a phone up, and then go to the 14th floor to test the phone, then up to the 22nd to fix a printer, then down to the 7th to look at a laptop. Today, I'm only doing the stairs, so this guy was about to have a heart attack trying to keep up with me while I did my job. I took no pity on him and didn't even pay attention to him. As far as I was concerned, this jerk was assisting others in having my job eliminated. At some point, I'd lost him in the stairwell. Later, my boss says to me this guy was a bit mad for me taking the stairs, but my boss told him, "That is how my tech works, and he is one of my best. If you can't keep up, that is your problem." To this day, I have said she was the best boss I've ever had. Later, I find out what I did got back to upper management in Atlanta. They were angry, yet they could not punish me for I was doing my job and I did it very well. In April 2008, we found we were outsourced, just like we knew it was going to happen. I no longer worked there. I'm really confused as to why the big guy didn't just ask, oh, what floor are you going to? And then just take the elevator. And if I tried to take the stairs every time, I would just sweat so much, so I'm glad I didn't have to do that. Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to check out some other videos, then click on screen right now, or check out the playlist down below. If you enjoyed that video, then please do leave a like. And if you want to submit your own stories, then you can do so by joining the Discord in the top link in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.